She thought she could get away with it. An HOA Karen pepper-sprayed a black woman in her own neighborhood, unaware her husband was an army lieutenant. And when the truth came out, her entire world collapsed. Some stories feel like they could only happen in movies, but this one is terrifyingly real. It's a story about power, prejudice, and justice colliding in the quiet streets of a suburban neighborhood. At the heart of it was Angela Williams, a 34-year-old mother and nurse who had just moved into her dream home with her husband, Lieutenant Marcus Williams, a decorated army officer who had just returned from deployment overseas. For Angela, this house meant a new beginning, a safe haven, a place to raise their children, and finally breathe after years of sacrifice. But what she didn't know was that her new neighborhood was ruled by an HOA president known for her iron fist and infamous temper. Her name, Patricia White, to the community, she was Karen with a clipboard, and Angela was about to become her next target. It started with sideways glares. Angela noticed Patricia watching her every move, whether she was unloading groceries, tending the garden, or playing outside with her kids. Then came the letters, fines for lawn violations, warnings about her trash cans, and even a complaint about the noise of her children laughing. Angela brushed it off. She knew some people just liked control, but Patricia wasn't just controlling, she was dangerous. One afternoon, Angela returned home from her shift at the hospital. She parked her car, humming to herself, when Patricia stormed across the street, clipboard in hand. "You can't park in your own driveway like that," Patricia snapped. "This is a violation of HOA Code 14B. Angela raised an eyebrow. "It's my driveway, my car. I'm not blocking anyone." Patricia's lips curled into a smirk. "People like you never follow the rules. Consider this your first and final warning." Angela's stomach tightened. She knew what people like you meant. Days turned into weeks. Patricia's harassment intensified. Angela's mailbox was filled with HOA violation slips, most of them fabricated. Her garbage was mysteriously overturned at night. And neighbors who once waved politely began avoiding eye contact, as if they were afraid to cross Patricia. Angela confided in Marcus. "Babe, I can handle paperwork, but the way she looks at me, it's not about rules, it's about hate." Marcus clenched his jaw. "Let me handle this." But Angela insisted on standing her ground. She was no stranger to prejudice, and she wasn't going to let Patricia bully her out of her own home until the day everything went too far. It was a sunny Saturday afternoon. Angela was in her front yard watering her flowers. Her children played on the porch, giggling. Suddenly, Patricia stormed over, shouting, "You're not allowed to plant those. They're not HOA approved." Angela calmly replied, "They're flowers. They're beautiful, and they're staying." Patricia's face twisted with rage. "You don't belong here," she screamed. Before Angela could react, Patricia pulled a small canister from her purse, pepper spray. In one swift motion, she raised it and unleashed a burning mist directly into Angela's face. Angela screamed, stumbling backward, clutching her eyes as pain seared through her skin. Her children shrieked in terror. Patricia smirked, muttering, "Maybe this will teach you your place." What she didn't know was that Marcus had just turned the corner. Hans saw everything. Marcus froze for a split second, then rage and training took over. "Hey!" His voice thundered, shaking the street. Patricia whipped around, startled. Standing before her was a tall, uniformed man, broad-shouldered, medals glinting on his chest. "Step away from my wife," Marcus commanded. His voice carried the authority of years in the army, a man used to being obeyed. Patricia's arrogance faltered. Who are you?" Marcus stepped forward, towering over her. "I'm Lieutenant Marcus Williams, a United States Army, and you just assaulted a federal officer's wife." The color drained from Patricia's face. Marcus rushed to Angela, guiding her children inside. He called emergency services and demanded police backup immediately. Within minutes, squad cars arrived. Officers surrounded Patricia, who tried to bluster her way out. "I'm the HOA president." She was violating rules. "I was protecting the neighborhood." But the officers weren't buying it. They saw the pepper spray canister still clutched in her hand. They saw Angela's reddened, swollen face. Marcus stepped forward, voice steady but cold. "You didn't just violate HOA rules, Patricia. You committed assault, and you terrorized my family." The officers cuffed her on the spot. Patricia screamed, "You can't do this." "I run this neighborhood." But her words fell flat as neighbors peeked from windows, finally seeing the tyrant exposed. The incident spread like wildfire through the neighborhood. Some neighbors defended Patricia at first, but once the facts came out, security footage, witness testimonies, her reign crumbled. She was charged with assault with a weapon, harassment and child endangerment for terrifying Angela's kids. The HOA board was forced to hold an emergency meeting. Within days, Patricia was removed from her position. For the first time in years, the neighborhood felt free. As for Angela, she recovered. The burns faded, but the emotional scar lingered. Marcus never left her side, reminding her, "No one hurts my family, not while I'm breathing." One evening, Angela sat on the porch, a cool breeze washing over her face. Marcus stood beside her, his hand resting gently on her shoulder. Their kids laughed in the background, chasing fireflies. Angela whispered, "I thought we'd left battles behind when you came home." Marcus shook his head. "The world will always have battles, but the difference is, now we fight them together." Angela smiled, her heart swelling with both pain and pride, because this wasn't just a story about harassment. It was a story about resilience, love, and the power of standing tall, even when the world tries to break you. This story isn't just about an HOA Karen gone too far. It's about the strength of a woman who refused to bow, and the loyalty of a husband who stood as her shield. Angela and Marcus's story reminds us that no matter how powerful hate may seem, love and justice will always be stronger. If this story moved you, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who believes in standing tall against injustice.